Hi folks, this week we're in beautiful Fountain Valley, California, standing in front of the old Smith Farms here. We're going to take a look at what makes Social Security a piece of America's and California's old. This week's adventure begins by driving by the old Fred Moyola School, which closed down recently. And there's Smith Farms on the left there, one of the last Smith Farms left in the entire area. We're going to make a U-turn here on whatever this street is. I don't know where we really are, but Andy's hanging in there. I don't know what he's doing. So here goes our U-turn. Turn around here. There's always people walking dogs here. And gonna go on up to Redwood up there and make a right and see if we can find some old people to talk about their Social Security. I'm sure they'll have something interesting to say. There's a guy walking his dog right there. Here we go, making a right onto Starling. This gets pretty sketchy right here when it rains, you know. It floods pretty often, I've heard. That's what they say around here, at least. And here we are again, coming back. Starling right there. This is an old neighborhood. It's from 1964, I've heard. And here we are, right there. There's a house up there. The old Thunderbird in the driveway. I think they're daughters of the original owner. So we're gonna go give them an interview, give them a knock, see what they say about it. So we're gonna interview Vera Delgado here, see what she has to say about Social Security. She's been living in this house for a very long time. Mother lived here before, and Mother was the original owner, so we're gonna go see what she has to say about this topic.
76. And as far as Social Security, during the Obama administration, we got no raises except for the last year when he went up for election. And it was a 1.7. The largest one we got was, I think, 4 something from Bush when he went out of office. And I think the reason he did that is because he knew what was going to happen. And I'm really concerned about a lot of things with, not with Social Security so much as Medicare.
Okay.
That's what I'm concerned.
And what did you do for work before that?
What kind of jobs I held out?
Before retiring.
Oh, I worked for 22 years for Faber Laboratories. I started when I was 18. And then I moved to Oregon for 2 years, 67 to 69. Then I came back and worked for Faber again for another 5 years. And then I went to Kentucky Brands and I worked there for about 20 years. And then I went to Staff Pro another 20 years. So
Wow.
I worked from 18 up to 76.
Wow. So you contributed to the system the whole time?
Oh
and
yeah.
everything? Oh
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
Wow. So what do you think about the government having a kind of a retirement program available to you?
Well, I think that's up to the individual. As long as they allow the individual to accept it, that's fine. But I think the problem is that the younger people should be able to get Social Security.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that they have got IOUs in all the Social Security now, it worries me that my grandchild and my great-grandchild won't be able to get Social Security.
Right.
And that scares me.
Right. So you're worried about its
The
long-term
younger
solvency.
generation. Yeah, yes, I am. I mean, I know that we're okay, and I know I'll be okay, but I worry about the younger generation.
Right. Right. Yeah. So the whole program is you think it's a good thing then?
Well,
Definitely.
yeah, I think it's a good thing, but if people wish to go into privatization, I would be a little leery of somebody getting their hands on that money.
Right.
Not going into, they say it'll go into an account and can't be touched. Well, they said that about Social Security too.
Right.
But they use it all the time for
Right.
other stuff. So that worries me. So I think that Social Security should be available for the younger generation.
And as an accountant, you have a good idea of
Oh yeah.
everything that goes on with that too.
Oh yeah. I used to have to pay FICA out of the payroll
Oh yeah.
month where I worked. You
Oh
know.
wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
the employer has to pay so much, and that's another thing. Employers now, they're afraid to expand because they don't know what's going to happen.
Mhm.
And especially with this Obamacare coming out, worries me. Really does.
Right.
Because
Right.
there's from what I understand, now I don't know if this is true or not, but from what I understand, in 214 there'll be a group of 15 people that will decide what the seniors can have and what they can't have in order of operations. I'm talking about.
Right.
You
Right.
know, and that worries me.
Mhm.
For not only for myself and my husband, but for people
Right.
going to get
Right.
Social Security.
And what did your husband do for work? He collected
Oh,
Social
he
Security
worked.
also.
Yeah, when he was 65, he worked up until he was 73, and he
Oh, okay.
worked for 35 years at the gambling casino in Gardena.
Oh wow.
He worked in the
Wow. Okay.
cage.
The cage. What is
Yeah.
that?
Well, that cage is where they count the money and count the chips and give out money to
Oh
people.
wow. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Jeez.
35 years he worked.
35 years. Wow, that's great.
Yeah, he beat me out by about 10. Most I ever worked is 25 years.
And you're both glad that Social Security is there for you.
Oh,
obviously, isn't
absolutely,
it?
absolutely. Even though we have our savings, we still, the Social Security has kept us going to where we can save.
Right.
You know,
Right.
we
Of
don't have to
course.
go into our savings.
Right. Yeah. It helps you with just day-to-day operations,
Yes.
getting groceries and things
Yes,
like that.
yes, and then and the savings, I hope to leave this home and our savings to my children.
Well, that's great. That's great.
Down the middle, one for the boy and one for the girl.
Well, thank you for your time, Vera.
Not a problem.
Have a
honey.
great day.
You too. I hope it